Hi everybody, thank you for joining my channel. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe, like this video, and leave a comment if you will. I want to talk about soul ties. And basically, this like a connection when you're intimate, you have sex with someone and your spirit, you have sex is a spiritual exchange. It's so when you people don't be knowing what they getting themselves into, you know what I'm saying? There's like anything. There's like getting surgery or getting a vaccine or whatever. Like people think that, oh, it's all good, or when people they drink alcohol or they smoke weed or whatever, like people don't be knowing the side effects and after effects of their actions. So yeah, basically soul ties is real because I myself have experienced being in a soul tie situationship that is super duper hard to get out of and to stop thinking about a person, move on with your life, and all of that is damn near impossible. But like that's why you have to keep the Most High first. You can't put a man before God. You can't put a woman before God because yeah, all of it is designed to hinder your growth, to be an obstacle for your development. You know what I'm saying? Because if you worried about this person and they don't want to be with you or whatever the case may be, or they're doing you wrong and treating you bad or whatever, that's going to take you off of your purpose, take you off of your plan and your goals, and it's a distraction. A soul tie can definitely be a big distraction, and it's not going to get you to where you need to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what the devil does so that's why it's not good to sin and have sex out of marriage and do stuff like that, because you don't know what the consequences are going to be. You don't know how this is going to have an effect on your mind, body, and soul and spirit down the road. So this for anybody out there. This video is for somebody. This came to my mind. I was watching a video earlier today with Stephen Darby, and he passed away in 2017, and he was a pastor, and he was talking about them soul ties. And I'm like, that's a great topic because I have experienced that myself, and I'm currently in that situation a little bit low key because like the devil wants to wreak havoc in my life low key. He wants to have an obstacle in my life, a hindrance, you know what I'm saying, and create this idea that I can't move on with my life because this person doesn't want to be with me or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But this couldn't be further from the truth. I can do everything that the Most High has in store for me. The Most High knows the plans that He has for me. And if at the end of the day, I need to be with somebody that actually wants to be with me and loves me, is going to cherish me, going to treat me right. I don't need to be with somebody who's going to act like they're the prize and I should be happy to talk to them. And relationships should be a mutual two-sided relationship. It shouldn't be a one-sided relationship. So, and a lot of times relationships are built on a one-sided dynamic where one person is doing all the work while the other person is doing putting in the least amount of effort. And that's never good. You know what I'm saying? But it may not start off that way, but for some reason over time, it may end up being that way where you feel like you're being taken for granted and used and abused and mistreated. And, the whole time, you've been there for this person and all of that, but they're not reciprocating the same energy. And it's hard for you to move on. It's easier said than done. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's a soul tie. It's something just in you that's urging you, that's clinging on to this person, that no matter what they do or say, you cannot leave them alone. Because it's a spiritual connection there. It's a spiritual attachment there. It's something deeper than the eyes can see. It's something deeper than in the 3D. It's deeper than in the physical realm. So people can be like, oh, you crazy. You need to leave that person alone. They did this, they did that. But that's why people end up taking the person back over and over and over and over again, because we are spiritually connected to this person, and it's not easy to move on with your life, whether they doing you wrong or not. And that's when you know you're in a soul tie, and you're in a soul connection, and it's going to hinder your growth spiritually, mentally, physically, and maybe even financially by having this toxic person, this person in your life. They may not be toxic, a person that isn't possibly on the same page as you. So if a person is not on the same page as you and doesn't want the same things out of life as you do, then it's going to be a problem. The Bible says two cannot walk together unless they agree. So we have to be on the same page. We have to be going in the same direction. We have to want to be go do the same thing. If I want to be married and have a stable, happy, committed relationship, and you just want to have want to keep me as a side chick or a fling, or here and want to talk to me every now and then, that's gonna be a problem for me, because I'm too grown. I bring too much to the table, mind, body, soul, and spirit. I'm a blessing out here in these streets. So if you mess with me, you talk to me, I'm gonna need you to be all the way 100. I'm gonna need you to keep it a buck with me, because I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. So we're not gonna do that that 50-50. We finna do 100. You bring 100 to the table, I bring 100 to the table. So yeah, this video is for somebody that everybody goes through that experience of having a soul tie, and you might need to do your research on how to do some cord cutting, how to release this person out of your energy, because it's really going to be damn near hard to impossible to cut a person off and move on with your life. And if they don't mean you any good after you already had sex with them, been intimate with them, and you know it's in your best interest to leave them alone and move on with your life. But as long as you're not still having sex with this person, and you're not like giving them money, and like you're not letting them use your car, you're not letting them live with you rent free, like as long as this person's not taking advantage of you, that's the first step. Because in a soul tie situation where a person, you may love this person, but they don't show you any love in return, first things first is to cut off their water, cut off their supply, and stop giving into their demands if they're not reciprocating the same energy. Start there first, and it's over time, it will just start putting your energy into yourself. Pour all of that love and attention into yourself. You can still love this person from a distance, but if a person is not good for you and they don't mean you any good, and they're not adding value to your life and substance, and not knowing, they don't act like they don't know your worth and all of that, you can still love them from a distance. You don't have to hate them and be mad at them or whatever, but you have to do what's in your best interest. I have to do what's in my best interest. I could love you from a distance and still do what's in my best interest, because you know what I'm saying? And that's all I'm doing to this very day, and to this day. I still have love for people, but I still have, as hard as it is in 2024, where I can barely pay my rent, barely buy food from Walmart, and take a Uber to work, and treat myself to Chipotle here and there, and you know what I'm saying? And you gonna have the nerve to try to play in my face? I don't think so. Nah, bro. You're not gonna play in my face and just try to use me and take advantage of me and run off into the sunset and take my goodies. Well, I ain't gonna be able to do it. Yeah, times is it's getting real serious out here in these streets. Too serious and real for a person to be playing in your face like you just a video game. Like shit ain't just got real. But yeah, just remember that you can still love a person and do what's in your best interest, and keep moving forward with your life. Slowly but surely putting yourself first and doing what's in your best interest, one day at a time, because it's too hard out here to be engaged with someone who doesn't mean you any good, and who is not going to meet you halfway and not going to, you know, help level you up and help upgrade you and, you know, meet you where you at. They need to meet you where you are and do what's in your best interest. If you can't meet me where I'm at, then I need to mind my own business and get to where I need to be. But yes, at the end of the day, remember to always keep the Most High first and be blessed. Bye.